Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I'm your average guy, John Corelli. I'm inside because it may snow tonight here in Denver, which would be really great. That would make me very happy. It's only October 12th, Columbus Day technically, um, but it would be really cool if it snowed tonight. It's raining, it's cold right now, so I hope it turns to snow in the morning. Um, do have to get to school tomorrow though, no matter what the weather's like, because Logan's doing his PSATs and I have to be there for training, so we will be going into school no matter what. Which brings me to this perfect weather to stay in, perfect weather to watch film or a movie, as we are often calling them. And the reason I thought about film again, and you guys know I often dabble talking about film. It's been a big part of my life. I worked for 8 years in the movie theater industry, met my ex-wife in a movie theater, and it holds, I think, even more importance in my life than the average person. For most people, it means a lot. And so I was watching YouTube with my kid today with Logan, and a movie came up called The French Exchange, I believe, and now I got to look at the computer because I suck and I already forgot. French Dispatch, excuse me. And the reason I got excited about it is because it's one of my favorite directors. Called His name is Wes Anderson, and he's done amazing stuff. Some of it I've seen, some of it I need to see, and so if any of you are familiar with his works, he's done some amazing films. He does amazing techniques, and he gets amazing actors to be in his films. Guys want to be in a Wes Anderson film. One of his first movie is called Bottle Rocket. I still haven't seen it. Everyone says I need to, and I haven't, but I'll get to it hopefully. I also haven't seen his second movie, which was a bigger movie called Rushmore, and Rushmore came out in 1998. And generally, it is regarded as a great movie, sort of a comedy, but also a comedy with a serious tone. And it's seen as this turning point in Bill Murray's career, where you think about it. Bill Murray was doing really, really super goofy movies in the early 80s, like Meatballs and Caddyshack. And then he kind of upped the level of comedy with Ghostbusters, and then even Scrooged, and what's the other one? Groundhog Day. And Groundhog Day was kind of almost like this evolution where it went from goofy humor to kind of quirky humor with some intelligence in it. And then he started doing movies like Rushmore. And so Wes Anderson's kind of credited with giving Bill Murray a chance to shine, not only comedically but also in a serious role. And ever since, Bill Murray has obviously done that with his career. He's done some really unusual stuff, and several times he's been on in Wes Anderson movies, including not. I don't think he's in the Darjeeling Limited, which is a wonderful movie about three guys going across India by train. It's a really good movie. He was in Royal Tenenbaums, which is a very good but dark movie about a rich family from New York and all their screwed up kids. And like I said, amazing actors want to be in Wes Anderson movies. Gwyneth Paltrow's in Royal Tenenbaums. Bill Murray's in it. Luke Wilson's in it. Ben Stiller's in it. And Ben Stiller, don't knock Ben Stiller's ability to act in a dark or a serious movie. And there's a movie, and I'm going to go on tangents here with these actors, but Ben Stiller was, we all know he was just a goofball, really. I mean, he was mainly, we think of Zoolander or, what, a Dodgeball, really goofy, stupid movies that he was in before he was doing some of these movies, and he was doing comedies before that, and he was also, I forgot the show he was in, but he was doing a show. He got on the map mainly because of his parents. Jerry Stiller and Ann Miara were both they were a comedic team back in the 40s and 50s, and then Ben Stiller's right around my age, maybe a little older, and he got into comedy. But he also did a really dark movie about heroin addiction called Permanent Midnight. I believe came out in 1998 or 1999. We had it at my theater in Cleveland, and he was amazing in it. It was it's almost like Train Spotting or something, just a dark movie about heroin and how horrible it is to be addicted to that. We've seen guys like goofballs like Jim Carrey become amazing comedic or amazing serious actors. Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was a stand-up. All these guys did stand-up or comedic acting exclusively for a while. And then they discovered that they had the chops to do serious acting too. And directors like Wes Anderson are somewhat. He's not the only one, but guys like Wes Anderson are responsible for giving us the gift of seeing these guys do amazing performances on a serious scale. And also another reason Wes Anderson is particularly amazing, at least to me, is he's also directed stop motion animated films. Most famously is the Fantastic Mr. Fox. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest. It's amazing. It's hilarious. It's just a great film, and it took so much work. When you come to learn what goes into stop motion animation. I mean, it's amazing. You gotta just make the slightest of adjustments, whether it's clay animation or whatever medium you're using, just the tiniest little motions to get this thing to run smoothly across film. For each frame, you got to do a different shot. It's an amazingly intense, tedious, time-taking, beautiful medium, and it's amazing. He's done two of them. One, like I said, it was a Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is great. There's another one called I Love Dogs, which is also amazing. I don't think it's as good as Fantastic Mr. Fox, but it's great. So, like I said, I'm just excited that Wes Anderson is putting out another film, once again called The French Dispatch, and he did also, to name some other movies I still need to see and haven't. The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou is another one. Owen Wilson always does a great job. He loves the Wilson brothers. He loves Owen and Luke Wilson, and he uses them a lot in his movies. And Owen Wilson always does a great job because he's such a quirky, not only looking guy, sounding guy, but acting guy. And he's a very talented guy, and he does a great job in any movie. Wes Anderson either knows how to direct him, or somehow Owen Wilson just brings out his best in a Wes Anderson film, maybe a little of both. But and I mean, I was looking at I've got in front of me just some of the amazing award-winning actors he's had in his movies. He's had Willem Dafoe, he's had Angelica Houston, George Clooney. He's just the list goes on and on and on. Another, I mentioned the Royal Tenenbaums earlier, very like dark movie with some comedic elements in it. Another good movie that Wes Anderson has done, which Logan, I think, bought, and so we haven't, and I finally got to watch it not too long ago, is called the Grand Budapest Hotel. And it's another amazing movie with another amazing actor, Ralph Fiennes, who I believe won an Oscar for his role in The English Patient. I think he won an Oscar for that. I may be wrong, but he plays like a hotel manager, and he has this quirky relationship with this bellboy, and just all the people they have to deal with, are the weird, rich, eccentric people that come to this hotel in the middle of nowhere. Even though it's called the Grand Budapest, like in the middle of mountains. I think it's supposed to be in Hungary, but it's in the middle of nowhere, and so it's just. If, like I say, I had to go on a little bit because I am so happy that Wes Anderson's putting out another film, and I also need to put it upon myself to see some of his earlier films because I really have not done my due diligence. When you find a director you like, it can be an amazing journey just to follow his career and start early. And the guy's younger than me, which isn't really saying much these days. He's still over 50. He was born in 1969. So Jennifer, there's something in common with that dude. But it's kind of cool to see people younger than you with these huge bodies of work that are amazing. And I don't know. I'll babble a little bit for the last 90 seconds about, like I say, if you find a director and love the first few works you've seen out of the director, I consider just following that man or woman. Unfortunately, directing is still a male dominated medium, but women are coming along. I am, but I'm going to be honest. The people I follow are men. They've had their toehold in that industry for so long that the ones who have been able to succeed took advantage of that advantage, right? Like Martin Scorsese. I mean, that's hard to argue with that body of work. Stanley Kubrick, the late great Stanley Kubrick, an amazing body of work all over the place with his movies. 2001, Full Metal Jacket. What else? I mean, his movies were just so all over the place. It's hard to remember him because it's hard to pin him down because he doesn't do the same types of movies all over again. Oliver Stone, amazing. Spike Lee, one of my favorites, and this not only for the subjects they often cover, but also for the techniques they use. I've been I'm lucky that I get into film, and I'm lucky that I got into the directors I got into. Trying to think of some others, but I'm running out of time. Thanks for letting me babble about Wes Anderson, and I highly suggest any movies that might pique your interest by Wes Anderson, go ahead, check out the descriptions, check it out. I think you'll fall in love with the way he directs and the movies he makes. All right, guys, thanks for checking it out. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great morning, night, afternoon, midday, whatever you're having. Bye.